when we find out Marcus Garvey, all he had around him was white supremacists funding him.
Mm-hmm.
So the rabbit hole is real deep.
Super deep. There was a reason I guess they wanted him to get boats to bring us all back to Africa or something. I don't know.
Yep.
I'll go. They all had plans, you know, and they bring people that like all skin folk and kin folk. What
do white racist people say to go back, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was Marcus Garvey saying? Let's go back to when did you come? The funny thing is he's a Freemason, right? He's a Prince Hall Mason. You see it in his clothing. Does he look African to you, or is he dressed like a European like these guys?
Right.
I know everybody knows his clothing, right? With his feather and his hat and all that, and the sword and all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we know, like, even, you know, the thing is, they're showing you everything. He's Garvey, he's Black Irish. He knows who he is, his ancestors. He never even stepped a foot in Africa. He never even used the ships that he built and raised the money for that was funded to him by these white supremacists to go back to Africa. That was the whole point of why he got ships. He set up his own business, the Black Star Line in the Caribbean. All right, he had his main headquarters here in Costa Rica in our Caribbean side. He was a bad boss. Like, he was enslaving people basically over here, man. Colored people. Minimum wage, treating bad, like they weren't making nothing. It was all about money for him. He was bringing the bananas and coffee over to the States. He was doing that.
So what can they learn to see that a white supremacist really funded him? Because people gonna get upset at this, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, but you know how it goes.
Okay, so just like I did here, put Marcus Garvey, white supremacists, right? So you'll see all the different articles. This first one that popped up, let's see. Strange Bedfellows, Eugenicists, White Supremacists, and Marcus Garvey in Virginia, 1922. This is from the William and Mary Quarterly, College of William and Mary, Arts and Sciences. All right. And then let's see what else comes up. Social Ideas of Marcus Garvey. You can read in that, most likely talks about that. This is from the Journal of Negro Education. Now you gotta understand, they had the same ideas as a white supremacist. Go back to Africa. Who do you think is telling him that? It says here, Ernest. Let me see. Okay, so Ernest Sevier Cox, study him. This was Marcus Garvey's boy. Was an American Methodist preacher, political activist, and white supremacist. He is best known for his political campaigning in favor of stricter segregation between blacks and whites in the United States through tougher anti-miscegenation laws. All right, down here it says, and for having been a personal friend of black racial separatist Marcus Garvey. All right.
Friend.
All right, so this is Wikipedia, I know, but I proved that in my video. I did a video about this. Marcus Garvey and his white friends, his white supremacist friends. If you're interested in all the sources, I got it in one place. Let me see if I can get it. And right here. So Marcus Garvey, all these, that's him right here. Walter Plecker, all right?
Uh-oh.
All these were buddies. All these were buddies. I know people like, you know, it's all about emotions and personal attachments without proof. It's all emotional. It's okay. People can get emotional. But it's all right. I ain't gonna do anything. Emotions don't help, don't solve anything. Emotions don't, it's not facts. Truth is truth, whether you like it or you don't like it. All right. Encyclopedia of Virginia. It'll tell you right here whose buddy is Marcus Garvey. All right, and you know, it's a bunch of them, not just him. And then his connections with Drew Ali and the UNIA, and it gets deep in the rabbit hole most people ain't gonna like. All right, we've had, like I said earlier in the presentation, we've had gatekeepers for a long time now. It's not just Henry Louis Gates. It's not just Alex Haley. We've been had gatekeepers. Yeah, all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
Damn.
Well, still, he did a lot of good things. Even if, you know, sometimes we got to partner up with you, with the bad guys to do good things. And, you know, they make excuses for him.
Right.
I bet you a lot of people doing that right now as they're watching and hearing. In their head, they're having this conflict. Like, no. They're looking for a way to say, no, but he did good. He did good. All right. Well, he did at least unite people, I guess. You know?
Right.
But his agendas is not what you think. His purpose, who was he funding for? Going back to Africa was never reality for him, at least. He wanted you to go back to Africa, and he got buried and died in Europe.
Wow.
Not even in Africa.
So he ain't get buried in Jamaica?
Nope.
Wow. He ain't, oh man. He said he want to get buried where his boys at.
And just to add to, I mean, I did Du Bois genealogy, where W.E.B. Du Bois, and you know, he was also on that, you know, Pan-African stuff. You know, he got even buried in Ghana. He actually did. He was more realer than Marcus Garvey, actually, with that whole African thing. You know, and they try to say he was more down with the white people, and it was actually Marcus Garvey more down with white supremacists.
You see how reverse it's everything is reversed.